Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
To start the process of creating customer statements, click the Create icon and select Statement under the other heading. When you click the statement link, a pop-up box will appear. Option 1 is Choose the statement type and has 3 choices under it. The choices for this option are Balance Forward, Open Item, and Transaction Statement. A balance forward statement will show all of the activity between a set start and end date. An open item statement will show all open items, such as invoices, for customers that have any open balance. A transaction statement is useful for businesses that send customers a report every quarter or year. Unlike a balance forward statement, a transaction statement does not show amounts due or running balances. Instead, it will show all transactions for the dates which you set. Now, option 2 is used to set statement dates. This section contains 3 calendar fields. The first is to set the statement date and will be populated with the current date. Next is the start date field, followed by the end date field. By default, these fields are set to reference the prior month for balance forward statements. Option 3 is an optional field and is used to set additional statement criteria. There are 2 checkboxes in this section. The first is a balance greater than, followed by a text box where you can enter a dollar amount. The second option is No Statements Dated, followed by the current date. After selecting your options, there is a final checkbox located directly above the OK and Cancel buttons. This checkbox will allow you to create and send statements now without showing me the list of customers. Selecting this checkbox will have the program create and send the selected statements without any further input. Clicking the OK button without the final checkbox selected will instead open the Statements menu and allow further input from you. The first area on the Statements menu page is a list of instructions. There are 4 items in the list of instructions. They are 1. Uncheck any customer who should not receive a statement. 2. Make sure the delivery methods are correct. 3. Optionally click Preview to see how a statement will look after it's created. And 4. Click the Create or Send Selected Statements button. Following the instructions, you will find a list of the criteria you set within the pop-up box. This includes the statement date, the statement period, the statement type, and Show Customers With, which was the final optional section. After the description for the dates and type of statement being created is the list of customers that match the criteria that you set. At the top of the list, you will find 2 buttons, Select All and Clear All. The default selection in this list is to have all of the customers checked. There is a Preview button on each line in this list. Clicking the button will allow you to preview the statement for each customer. Note that clicking the Preview button will open the PDF viewer so you can preview the document. It is important to note that printing from the preview does not create the statement. The Print column will contain a checkbox for each line of the list. Checking this box will print a hard copy of the statement when you click the Create or Send Selected Statements button. The final column, Electronic Delivery Method, contains the customer's email addresses, if applicable, and an Edit button. The Edit button will allow you to change or add an email address. After the list, the page will display the number of statements that match the criteria you set. A button labeled Change follows this. Clicking the Change button will reopen the pop-up box and allow you to change the criteria if needed. The last line of the page contains 4 buttons. The first is a Statement List button that, when clicked, will open a Statement List report page where you can print the statement list. Next is a Statements to Print button. This button will open the Print Invoices and Other Sales Forms page that will allow you to select how and what to print from the statement list. The print page contains a list of instructions for printing and alignment setup. It will also contain a list of the items that are available to print. The next button is a Delivery Errors button that, when clicked, will display any errors that were encountered when attempting to email your customers. The final button on the page is the Create or Send Selected Statements button. Clicking this button will create and send the selected statements from the list. When you click the Create or Send Selected Statements button, the Statement Created page will open. This page will list the number of statements that were created and contains 2 buttons. The first button is to print the statements, and the second button is to take me to the home page. Clicking the Print Statements button will take you to the Print Invoices or Other Sales Forms page. Clicking the Take Me to the Home Page button will simply return you to the home page.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free. www.teachucomp.com/free.